Yeah. Welcome back to Good Vibes Television. That's right, GVTV on Digital Empath. Well, at Digital Empath Studios. I'm your boy RL. And once again, I'm with the lovely Savvy E and my man DJ PRS1.
Yes.
Good people, how are you doing?
I'm fine. How about yourself?
I'm good. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm really good. I can't tell you why, but I'll tell you after the show why. But I am on cloud nine.
Okay. What about you, sir?
We good. We good. I was happy for the show last week. I mean, if you guys had saw, this was our new look. I think we've decided this is what we're going with, and I love it. And I love how we sound. I love the ratings we got when I looked at the podcast and all that stuff. You guys are doing what you're supposed to do, which is watch us for free and like and subscribe. I'm loving it. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep enjoying us.
I just want to say something. You was here last week.
The week before.
Okay.
The week before, I wasn't here.
I was here in spirit.
You was okay because I was like I wasn't here. No sir. No sir.
So
Oh, before we go ahead, I was talking to Savvy. We got to give a special shout out to our international
oh yes.
people. I mean, what was crazy was we have people in Belgium looking at the show.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
And I was like blown away. And I was like, what language do they speak in Belgium? I don't even know.
They must be incredibly bored. Incredibly bored.
Might be some military brat. I don't know. But
Probably.
I want to say shout out to Belgium.
Thank you.
Thanks for looking at us. We appreciate it. Good vibes. Loving good vibes.
That's right.
They hoping something else happened. Probably. So this weekend, did y'all get a chance to take a look at the Chris Rock thing?
I didn't. Wasn't interested to watch it.
I wasn't interested either until I got to work and people were talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see it? G?
I didn't look at the whole thing, but I saw all the clips on social media. Social media had a lot of clips.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long week.
Yep.
For Will Smith and Chris Rock, it's gonna be a long week.
He had some good points.
He did, so I'm a Chris Rock fan, but Chris Rock hasn't been relevant in about 10 to 15 years.
Right.
So I mean, I enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. I just felt like the last part of it, he's a year late. But I get it. He used this to make some money. But this the crazy thing. So his tour is his tour. When he went on tour like 2 months after, he already had a Netflix deal.
Right.
2 shows for $40 million. So this isn't like last Saturday was like, oh, we're gonna get him to do a show because he got smacked. It was already in place. So big up to Chris for getting that $20 million bag.
I thought you said 40.
For two shows.
Okay.
So it's total of 40.
All right. Do you think he worth that though?
20 million? No.
Yeah. Me neither.
Pookie is not. That's why I didn't go see him in Baltimore. The show was here in Baltimore.
It was. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was a little surprised when I seen it. The one of the clips say, "Hey, Baltimore." I was like, I didn't even hear about it.
Yeah.
Right. So that it didn't have a buzz. 'Cause,
Nope.
I mean,
It's Chris Rock. Like everybody say, Will Smith wouldn't have smacked the Rock, right? Yeah, I get that.
I
But
wouldn't smack the Rock neither.
yeah, but Chris Rock is somebody I would smack.
Okay.
He got a very punchable face.
really.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's somebody I would smack. So and y'all already know where I stand. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
Because you always want to slap somebody, right?
Not just that, but granted, I know who it is. It's Jada Pinkett. And she's awful. I get that, right?
Right.
Right.
But at the end of the day, that is my not so perfect chick.
Right.
And I'm going to stand up for her and defend her bald-headed ass. And I'm going to smack Chris Rock.
And everybody else.
And I'm going to be honest with you. Me personally, I told you, it doesn't matter. Anybody can get it.
Right.
Anybody.
Yeah.
You gonna smack me, bitch? You gonna smack my Kevin Hart voice?
Yeah, anybody can get it. But his show was actually pretty good. Chris Rock. So I'm happy for that. It was good, and he waited for the last 5 minutes to speak on it. I didn't know. You know what?
That's because they had the car running out back.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh
For
yeah.
him to jump in.
He's 50. I think these are my heroes. I watched them coming up. Chris Rock is 58.
He looks good, though.
He looks great.
Good.
And they say crack kills.
You know,
Pookie.
let me tell you something. At 57 years old,
Yeah.
you should know if you say certain things, you're probably gonna get hit in the face.
Right. Okay.
Too old to be stupid.
So again, I mean, I think we discussed this the last time we talked about that one episode we had called a slap. I don't know. Something about the whole thing to me looked fake. It looked put on. Like it looked. You know how rappers had these beefs that was fake beef just to get notoriety.
Yeah.
That's how it felt to me. And I don't know. I still get that vibe every time I look at the slap.
Well, let me smack you right now.
Hey, we might get no notoriety.
Make sure y'all catch that on camera, please.
Yeah, please. And so I wanted to see, did he sue? He didn't sue Wilson.
No.
Right? And I was doing some more research, and it's really interesting because we don't think of them as far as employees and when they do these shows and yada, yada, yada. So because he was employed by the Oscars, if you sue Will Smith,
Right.
you got to sue the
Them.
Oscars.
Right.
Right? So, which, if you sue the Oscars, you know, you know, that's it. You can get your money, but your career is over.
Pretty much.
Your career is over.
Well, Shari Shepherd said something different today. She was basically saying that she got slapped, she would have fell on the ground. And, you know, the show would have been called her show after that. So I guess she felt like she would have sued.
Who?
Sherry Shepherd.
Shari Shepherd?
Who?
Oh, my God.
Exactly.
It
Exactly.
was a chance.
She
Exactly.
has her own talk show now, you know.
And who watch it?
I do. Well, I watch clips. I don't watch the whole thing.
Exactly.
No,
A whole
she
bunch
pretty-
of
she's
Sherry
funny.
Shepherd lookalikes.
She's funny.
She's funny.
Yeah, she's funny.
She ever done the Oscars?
I don't know.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, so she
We
ain't
moving
too-
right along. Moving right along on
She
that.
ain't too funny. Oh my goodness. Well, you know what? Maybe one day Sherry Shepherd get her chance to get
Yeah,
smacked.
yeah. Oh, get slapped?
Get
I thought
slapped.
you was talking about get her chance to host.
Nah, I'm sure she'll have a get,
She probably
get
already
slapped
got-
first, then be the host. I'm quite
She probably already got slapped.
I want to think at one point she did WWE.
For why?
She was on there as Jennifer Hudson's. Remember Jennifer Hudson's husband used to be on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in one of the storylines, she was in love with him, and she came out, and they had her on a couple of the WWE episodes as his number one fan. You know,
She will never get the Oscars now. After you just said that, never be.
I'm telling you, it was crazy. I was like, what?
It's crazy what people do for, for money.
But this crazy thing is, because I know we got much more show. Chris Rock said the most addictive thing in America, in the world today, he was like, it's not opiates. What is it? Opioids?
Opioids.
Opioids. I don't get high.
You sure about that?
Yet.
It's attention. That is
Oh,
the one
yeah.
thing. Yeah, it's
Most definitely.
It's attention.
Yeah.
And it is true. It is so true.
Yes.
You know, it is so, and he's one. And even though he said it, he's one because he has benefited from getting the shit smacked out of him.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
Again, that's why I don't know. It could have been fake.
it could, but I applaud him
Yeah.
because, and he said it in his show. He didn't play the victim. He will never play the victim. I applaud him because he could have went on everybody's talk show
Right.
and
Yeah.
got a couple $1 million for speaking on this and speaking on that. So I applaud him in that sense.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
It's a year later. Who cares?
It's people still care.
Will Smith got away with it
Yeah, but it's people that still care.
because those are people who've been smacked. Don't nobody care if you the one giving the smack or punching. Everybody who's been smacked
Got an
unexpectedly is in their feelings.
Okay.
Yep.
They're in their feelings.
Okay.
Just want to say, guys, if you want to input on any of the topics we're talking about, just put it in the comments. We'll be able to see your comments and respond. You can be a part of the conversation.
Well, it's something up there.
So let's
but I
talk
can't
about it.
read it.
up there. Well, it's
I
probably.
think it's just emojis for now.
Yeah, it's
No,
probably.
it's something up there. It's not emoji.
You know,
Oh, let's keep the vibe. Oh, good vibes. Thank you. Thank you. Who's that? I don't know that person. Who's
that's
that?
Leon. Lord have mercy.
It's
The
the
man that
engineer.
made all this happen.
The
Oh.
He
engineer.
done walked out. We
bad.
don't know who the.
Mr. Engineer, man.
Yeah.
Y'all know I don't know people's names. I'm terrible with names. Everybody need to name. I mean, wear a name badge. Like even when I'm with my models, I be like, "Hey, girl," with the they be like, "Miss Savanya." I'm like, "Look, y'all need to have name badge." I don't know.
Now, you could not
I'm terrible.
give a man, that access. It's too easy. The hardest thing for a man is to ask a woman, "What is your name?"
Really?
So if I already see what your name is, I'm like, "Hey, Savanya, what's up, girl?
Why would that? Hey,
What's
what-
up,
why would
girl?
that? Okay.
How you doing?"
I thought the hardest thing is to ask a woman her age.
I don't care as long as you look good. I ain't worried about your age.
Oh,
We ain't
I
trying to have
mean-
no kids.
Okay, I'm just saying, people say that. Like, I heard somebody say the other day, you should not ask a woman her age, and I'm like, why? Because if I'm here for a long time, I'm gonna let you know I've been on this earth for this many years. I do not.
She didn't
care.
say it though.
Oh, I'm 51. I tell everybody I'm 51 years old, and I'm proud of it. 5'1". Yeah, I need a hand clap on
Yes,
that.
you got it.
And a bow. Yeah.
Cue the applause.
And I need to be fed some grapes. How about that?
I don't. Well, my man's next to you.
Who? Slick back over here.
So that's what one of the actors from the spinoff of Sons of Anarchy, the Mayan version there.
Oh, Lord.
So, good people, we do have somebody here with us tonight.
Yes.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
I'm
Waiting in the wings.
So ready for this. She came in, caught me off guard. Caught me being a gentleman though, because the old RL would have been like, "How you doing? You're fine."
Right.
She caught me. I'm on my best behavior. Savvy, I'm gonna let you do the honors.
Okay. So we have the lovely, the beautiful Miss Amore with us today. How you doing, Miss Amore?
Hey,
Good.
That's good. What you been up to?
Been up to just trying to stay ahead of water, head above water, but also being a mom, of course, which is a 24/7 job. But also like with my music, and I just had a mini documentary that I had been working on that's
All right.
entitled Amore. And yesterday it actually was premiered in DC at the DC Independent Film Festival.
Okay.
So I was super stoked about that. My emotions were like super high though, because I had mixed emotions. It was about my late husband, but also about me and how I'm able to heal through music and heal through my faith, and
Right.
making sure that my daughter is also the forefront of all of this. In addition to that, I was lucky enough to also, I'm not going to say lucky, I was blessed enough to also have the mini documentary submitted into 2 other festivals as well, which are the Bethesda Film Festival and the Maryland International Festival that will be going on March 23rd through 25th. So I'm like super stoked about that as well. Trying to make new connections, meet new people, and just have fun while I'm doing what I love.
That's good.
That's good. That's
How long
good.
did it take this documentary to be put together?
So it took, I would say, about a few months to actually put it together, but for it to actually be seen, 3 years.
Oh wow.
3 years. So when they say patience is a virtue, definitely patience is a virtue.
You kept that hush hush.
Yeah, I like to work in silence sometimes,
Okay.
And two, I like for people to be surprised. And, you can't tell people everything.
That's right.
You
That's
know,
right.
You got to make sure, that you just working. And no matter if people hear about it or not, just come out with a bang.
Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, she is a singer-songwriter. So, tell us about how your music is going.
So right now the music is going actually pretty good. But of course I always see there's room for improvement. Whether it's during my artistry in itself, like my stage presence, my voice, everything like that I have been working on. So of course people ask me where's the new music? I'm like, look, we got to focus on this music that I have right now, because somebody has not heard it. So right now it's pushing that music, making sure that it's being heard, it's being understood, and it's not just, one hit wonders or just thrown aside. Even if it's used as a reference, I'm fine with that as well. Because ultimately, my music, the way I write it, I feel like it's a story, and I want people to actually not just read the footnotes.
Right.
but read the entire book.
Okay, okay. So with your documentary, like far as your daughter, what do you want her to get out of that?
Um, so my big thing for her is like always the competition that you have is yourself, right? Like even her being 5, I tell her your competition is you. Like don't worry about necessarily being so competitive with another person because their lane may not be your lane.
Right.
And I want her to be able to make her own footsteps, for her to be not even better than me, but better than those that may be around her. But like be that sponge, take what you need and descend with everything else. So to get out of it, just being a great person, knowing that she can persevere no matter what may go on, and knowing that no matter who's in your life or not in your life, you are you, and God made you the way that you are for that particular reason because you have a purpose of your own.
All right, all right. That sounds good. I don't want to take up everything, everybody. So y'all got something y'all want to ask us? We
So,
can talk all night.
in terms of the genre you sing, is it only one genre, or do you try to be versatile in different genres as well?
I think I try to be as versatile
As possible.
Yeah, like, but I really love neo soul.
Right.
And I love music that has meaning. Like I'm super big on that. So
Gotcha.
when a lot of people when people say genre, I'm like, look, I just like music with meaning.
Right,
you know?
right.
But I also sing gospel too. I haven't yet recorded any gospel, but I think I'll eventually step into that.
Okay. Like in terms of I guess your inspirations, who would you say would inspire you to sing or get into the whole music vibe? It doesn't have to be somebody famous. It could be somebody in the family.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think my faith has like transpired that, to be honest,
Okay.
because it was like, and then it being like an outlet for me, because at first it started with poetry, then I started playing instruments, and then eventually I came to sing, because I was like, maybe I can't sing. I don't know. I'm gonna just try it out, So
And that is an instrument as well.
Yeah.
Singing is also an instrument. So
absolutely.
Oh, y'all waiting for me to ask what?
hey, it's up to you
So you said that it took 3 years
for the documentary.
for the documentary. Did your circle stay the same?
Of course not. Nope.
Yeah.
That's a
The
good
circle
question.
never stays the same. I think the more that you grow and the more that you learn your own value, it never stays the same, and that's fine. I think I've come to the terms of acceptance.
It's a good filter. It filters out
Yeah.
and shows you who's really real, who's there for you.
Even when coming down to family. I feel like sometimes people have titles and they feel entitled. So now you just have to, be okay with it.
Right.
Sometimes it's not always like an easy road.
Right.
It's not like because sometimes we want people to be your friend forever. We want people, but sometimes a person's forever is just their term that they're in your life.
Absolutely.
What's that saying? If you're not here for my struggle, don't think you're gonna be there for the success.
Yeah. So you should be getting some phone calls probably within the next week or two.
You know what? Phone calls have started, which is crazy since last night.
Right.
And I really have been super busy where I sometimes can't answer the phone, and there's nothing personal, but sometimes I really do have to turn off my phone just to get clear headspace.
Right.
It's not even about anybody else. Right now I'm just focusing on Amore, and that's just what it is.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Can I go again?
Yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
gonna go again.
You know what?
I'm because y'all was doing just
Just tap in,
excellent. I'm
just
just
tap in.
enjoying it.
Ice
You said you have a little girl. How old is she?
She's 5.
She's 5. Any more kids? Or is it just her?
Yeah, just her.
Okay.
That was a nervous laugh.
Does she get to see mommy in action? a lot?
Absolutely. Like she's there at the forefront. A lot of times she's been at the studio with me. She knows my songs like I think better than I know them. But I always like to I always like her to see me in my element, so that she can see every aspect of me. Like I never want to hide anything from her, because I want her to be transparent with me as well. So I give that
Right.
to her so I can expect it from her as well.
As well as I'm assuming you make sure your circle is a good circle because she's with you all the time.
Yeah, and I always say that kids see you first. Children, excuse me, see you first. So I definitely keep my circle like limited,
Gotcha.
and especially who I keep around her, because these children soak up everything.
Right.
And even when it comes down to like people's energy, If your energy is off, back up. Because I'm here to protect her. So I got to
Right.
protect her by any means.
No, that's what's up. And I asked that because I remember watching the Bobby Brown show. Used to come on Sundays, and his daughter, Christina, the way like she was always with Whitney, always with Whitney, right? And Whitney was just it was a chance for everyone to see Whitney for Whitney,
Right.
and she was so raw, and it was like she wanted her daughter with her, and her daughter saw everything, right? Everything to the point where unfortunately, Bobby doesn't own the rights to that. Her family barred that show from being on Netflix, or when we was buying box sets and stuff like that. But it always like bothered me. Like I'd be watching the show, and Bobby Christina seen everything.
Yep.
And then as she got older, you seen
The effects of everything.
how it affected her,
Right.
Because she, you would have thought she was sold 100 million records, and she was very, I hate to say it, disrespectful to Bobby. Even though Bobby isn't the best role model, but that's why I asked him, because even though you might not be at Whitney status, but like you say, children see everything, and I think most important now, like the ground floor is the most important floor because this is when you are at your realest.
Right.
You're honest at this level now. People tend to change as they move on because everything around them change.
Exactly.
Right.
Money change.
Right.
You might get smacked at the Oscars and stuff.
Here we go.
Things.
I think
change.
you want to get smacked. I think you want me to smack you with my phone because I think you would get smacked.
I will sue.
You can sue me. I
am
have
a
no.
suing individual.
I don't have any money, so sue on, sir. Sue
I'm
it.
telling you, that Lexus outside would be mine. I would drive it
Go
to
ahead.
Jimmy the Boxer,
Not. No, don't do that.
and I will get something for it.
You know how they say drop flames in the comments? Drop some slaps in the comments.
But the piggyback off of what he was saying about your daughter seeing everything, when you do get to that status, because we know you're going to get there, how do you protect her from that? From seeing everything?
So I think too is a matter of like putting protection first around myself.
Okay.
Because we're no good to anybody if we don't take care of ourselves first.
Absolutely.
So I think understanding who's around, like not being oblivious to what's going on, really pay attention, have my eyes open. Like I know as parents we can't be there 24/7.
Right.
So that's why like my circle will be tighter than tight. Even in regards to her, luckily I have the support system that I need for her. Despite the situations that may be going on, because I am her only parent.
Right.
So I'd be like, I go to war for mine.
Yeah.
And there's no questions asked. So it's just having that same mentality, not losing focus of who's important, because she's important. And ultimately, like, I wouldn't be here without her.
Right.
Right.
I mean, as parents, I think that we are so focused, like, who's the parent, who's the child, when really the roles kind of flip sometimes.
Yeah, it does.
So I just want to make sure that our relationship is tight, that she understands what my dream is, but not to lose focus of who she is and what she means to me.
Right. So I want to just get off topic a little bit. So I think it was a year ago, maybe a year ago, 2 years ago, that you did a little acting. I think it was a year ago, right?
Yeah.
Speak about that a little bit. How did you feel from doing what you do now to going into that? And what made you want to do that?
I mean, so I was on the set of We Own the City.
Right.
And it was like, I reached out to Thea Washington, and she was like, hey, I got
Big
this
ups to
opportunity.
Thea.
Big ups to Thea, because they're always looking
Yes,
out.
she is.
So definitely reached out to her, and she sent me the information. And I was just like, I'm going to just try and see. Why not? Why not? It doesn't hurt anything. I won't know what will happen unless I try. So tried it, and it was like crazy on the set. It's like they tell you, go here, go there, boom, you got to move fast. Everything is so fast paced. But I'm like, that's my life, so I should be good with it, So eventually, like, just getting to know people, talking to people, even if I didn't even know them. How you doing? What's your name? Just not being afraid, stepping out of my box. So it helped me a lot to step out of my box, to be uncomfortable, because I'm like, the only way you can grow is to be uncomfortable. So it was a great experience for me. It was definitely like they were like, "Oh, you right there. Come here. I need you to do this, this, this." I was like, "Okay, whatever." They had the police lock me up. I was like, "I never had handcuffs on in my life, right?" So they were laughing. I was like, "But I'm serious. Like this right here, I don't know about this. Like I don't like play like with no handcuffs, bro."
Right.
So, but it was all good. Like I really enjoyed myself. I'm glad that I was able to get meet new people, and I still keep in contact with some of those people. So, it was definitely a blessing. Like I didn't even care if I was holding something, a cup or whatever, I was just appreciative to be in the space.
Would you do it again?
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay. All right.
So on a typical, let's say Saturday morning when you're not a more, what is a typical Saturday morning for you when you get up in the morning?
Typical Saturday is, I feel, well, especially this Saturday, because my daughter just does cheerleading.
Right.
So normally I'm up trying to get her dressed, get myself dressed. We're going to cheerleading competitions. I'm trying not to be crazy because I have to be cheer mom.
Gotcha.
Making sure snack bags are together.
So basically, mommy duties is when you're not doing a more, it's mommy duty.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gotcha.
Absolutely. Only today it was like, all right, let's go to the park today. And I went to go shoot some hoops real fast.
Right.
She went to go swing on a swing. So it was like, okay, we can do this.
You shoot hoops?
Yeah.
So you caught his attention. What was that about?
Hey, you shoot hoops? I mean, shoot hoops like, the WNBA hoops.
Like people don't carry a
I shoot
basketball
hoops.
in the trunk without a purpose.
Right. I shoot hoops.
Okay.
So she telling you.
PlayStation.
She shoot hoops, okay?
Okay, no, I was gotta ask.
I play. Look,
Gotta ask.
NBA jams, man. That's it.
Yeah, we know you don't play.
He got a basketball.
Hey,
Yeah,
He carries the basketball. with
yeah,
him all
as
the time.
long as it's stay basketball side, not beach ball, I'm good.
there you go. We all are getting silent. No. So the documentary this past weekend. You said the phones have been ringing. Do you have any well, I don't want to say expectations, but with the documentary being released this weekend, well, I guess, do you have any expectations or anything that you want, like you plan, like, okay, if it goes good, this is what should happen. I should hopefully hear from some people or anything. Like, do you have a plan? Like, if you do get a phone call, if you don't get a phone call, if weeks go by.
So is the phone call, who's the phone call from?
Anybody. I don't like, if I was to drop a documentary, this past weekend, outside, my mom can call me. That's great. It's my mom. But, I'm like, how dope is it? Like, will Netflix
Call me
or Hulu,
Amazon or
or
right.
something like that,
I mean, to be honest, it's like my biggest thing at this particular moment is like really just getting the memory of my husband out there. It wasn't, when I started it wasn't for the fame. It wasn't for anything further except for make sure that people know that he's not just a homicide number of Baltimore. But now, actually seeing it for myself on the big screen, I was like, yo, this could be so much bigger. Right. I never even thought about it until yesterday when I actually saw it and I got the reactions from people that I don't even know,
right.
Are coming to me like, you're inspiring, So to actually hear that from a stranger, not a friend that's trying to pat you on the back, it was like, I know that the possibilities are limitless. And if I was to get a phone call from, anybody, as long as it feels right and my team agrees, we would definitely go forward.
So I didn't know if it was safe to ask about.
Oh, yeah, it's safe.
Okay. So can you speak on your husband a little bit?
Yeah, so his name was Tyrell Williams. He was murdered when I was 8 months pregnant in 2017. It was probably one of the most soulless types of feeling I've ever felt in my life, even while carrying life. But when my daughter was born, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even want to hold her because I was like, yo, what I'm gonna do with this baby? Like, I did not plan on having this baby by myself.
Right.
And I seen how my mother, she was a single mom. I mean, she thugged it out. Hats off to her. But I was like, I might have a blood, but I ain't built for this. But you never know what you're built for until you actually go through it, So just I think for probably the first year, I was kind of absent from her. I was there, but I wasn't there. And it was doctors were trying to pump me up with medication because it was like I was having dreams and waking up in sweats and I couldn't sleep. And it was just like, at one point I wasn't producing milk, and I was just like, man, I got to figure out something. So, I mean, I will say, like, between being in church and my faith is really like what motivated me to be like, you gotta pick up your bootstraps and keep it pushing, because when people say rest in peace, it's not for the person that has passed on. I believe that it's for people that are here,
Right.
because we do have sleepless nights. We have times where we just are weary, but sometimes, I mean, I think I got what I prayed for. And people look at me like, what you mean? And constantly I was praying for my husband's peace. I didn't know that it would be his demise, but maybe that was the only way he would get it.
That's deep. That's deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is. And thank you for sharing that with us.
Of course.
So going back to basketball, a little birdie just popped on here. Shout out to Miss Stacy Jefferson. Thanks for watching. She used to coach basketball.
Who?
She was a basketball coach.
That's
What Stacy said. She said.
That's her
Yeah.
manager.
She said, "Yeah, she was a coach. Don't be humble." That's what she
Yeah,
said.
I was a basketball coach at Vanguard Middle School for girls.
Right.
Yeah, it was
Oh, so
fun.
you could ball for real.
I could do a little something.
Okay.
You got a new best friend.
Yeah.
That's
Ball
what's
so
up.
hard.
That's what's up.
Did you say ball so hard? Did you say ball so hard?
Yeah, ball so hard.
You know what? Yeah, but shout out to your man, just Stacy.
Shout
She
out
is
to
an awesome person. Yes,
Yep.
yes.
Hey, you actually got here.
You know what?
I
We're
ain't
not
gonna-
even going to talk about that.
Is anybody watching that's
Yeah.
supposed to be here that didn't show up?
I don't see anything.
So if they
People
get
that
it,
are here are supposed to be here.
Yep.
amen.
Right,
Amen. We
right.
ain't gonna speak about
Yeah,
people
let's
being
not-
unprofessionals.
Let's not throw people under the bus.
No, never do
Yeah,
that.
let's not do that. You know,
Yeah, never do that. I'll see you again. Whenever.
whenever.
We didn't want to occupy their Mondays.
I told you it's something about Mondays, man. I told you.
Manic Monday.
Monday Night Raw.
I told you. That's something
I
about
mean, I feel that because I wanted to do the show on Tuesdays, and here we sitting here on Monday. But hey,
It's Taco
I'm just
Tuesday.
a little, little thing.
No,
in
wait
this-
a
this
minute.
whole-
Wait a minute.
This whole big scheme of things.
Before we go forward,
Uh-oh.
Oh, the fight, the gloves about to come
I
on.
know we had a conversation
Yeah.
about which days, and
Yo,
you
we-
said Monday or Tuesday.
I said Monday,
Or
but I
Tuesday.
prefer Tuesday, but we couldn't get Tuesday, so that's why we're here.
I
on a
prefer to
Monday.
be rich, but I still gotta go to work every day.
But that's your problem.
I prefer to be
Oh
tall.
my God.
That's your problem.
We're no longer talking to you. This is a me and Savvy conversation. You just wait your turn.
Yeah, I prefer to be tall. They're waiting on that.
Yeah, when we take pictures, please don't stand beside me, though. We not doing that no
We got to
more.
do the box
Oh,
thing for me,
Lord,
like back in
Lord.
Hollywood, where you put a little box and I got to stand on the box.
So we gotta repost the picture that we took 2 weeks ago, so y'all can see DJ PRS1. He looked like he constipated. I don't know what he was doing in the picture, but he got his fist balled up, chest.
I didn't know what
chest
happened.
stuck out, and you can, as a man with a stomach, I know what he's doing. He's trying to suck his gut in, but he got like. And he looked like Donkey Kong Jr. I'm like, Sam, you see this picture he posted?
Right. I said I'm cropping him out.
Like, oh,
I don't know what happened. And the one that was posted was the better of the three, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
I don't know if I wasn't ready. I don't know what happened. I don't know. It's an old guy moment.
Old guy moment.
The
Oh,
saying is, if you get ready, you're always ready. So you got to stay ready, sir.
and we talked about that 2 weeks ago too. We say we are ready. We have our Blue Chews, we have our Viagra, and we have our Hims.
Hims.
We are ready.
Okay.
When you get to our age, you have to be prepared,
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
right? You know. So we were talking
I'm waiting for this comment to drop
earlier
What comment?
from Pam.
from.
Oh.
Shout out to Pam.
She on there.
She's probably outside.
She posted earlier. She met Jimmy the Boxer.
Oh yeah.
Who's Pam Spice?
That's Pam.
Oh, she said something.
She met
sing-
Jimmy the Boxer. That's what
Y'all
she had said.
divorced now?
Oh.
No.
Yeah, she Pam Spice.
Yeah.
Oh, Trinity Spice.
There you go. There
Oh,
you
it
go.
makes sense. So if you do get a divorce,
Yeah.
she's getting half.
taking
right.
the business.
She's going to get the Spice part. You get to keep the Trinity part.
Right.
That is fucked up.
No, smart woman. Smart woman.
Yep.
You know
Yes.
what? You know what?
Shout out to Miss Pam for being smart.
Chris Rock. And I hate to
out.
bring Chris Rock name up again, But he said the same thing on his show. He said his wife is probably the smartest woman he's ever known. You know, she has just as much money as he do, and she's not funny. She doesn't do movies or anything, right? But I don't know what it is because I've been divorced before, right? And I didn't have much for her to get, but she took it.
Yep.
Right.
With them sunglasses.
No, not the sunglasses. You know what? I don't even have. So all I wanted was my TV. She got the house and she got the cars.
Okay.
Right. I just wanted the TV. But men, we just get so weak when we get in that courtroom, and it comes to the woman that we used to have really good sex with. You know what I mean? Like as a man, and this is really bad. Like we think of all the times we had incredible sex with this woman that we are either breaking up with or divorcing, right? And she's sitting at the table thinking, I'm gonna get everything, and my next man is going to share it with me, and all I'm thinking about is, won't see that ass clap no more. Man, we're just so shallow. It's so sad.
Yes.
We're so shallow.
Not all of
you
us,
guys
but
are.
yeah.
No, Mister, I gotta save face.
Yeah, he's doing it because Miss Pam Spice.
No, I wasn't
watching,
talking about me.
You know.
My wife.
I'm
choose
short,
not
so
to
I'm
watch the
shallow as
show
they
anymore.
come.
You say what?
My wife choose not to watch us anymore.
Why? Because
I'm just too much.
Oh, well, she knew that when she
I thought you were
married
just getting tired of hitting you with the pillow all the time.
Yeah. Well, shout out to Zoom. You know. Yes. But I'm behaving myself. I'm behaving myself. They will let you know, because I would have said a lot of incredible things to you.
That's only because he got a new position and he can't say a lot of things. So I just feel like he should quit that job so we can have the little RL back.
Let me tell you something.
This is getting on my nerves.
That cancel culture is real. It is real. It is real. And again, I'm going to have to bring Chris Rock up because he spoke about it on the show.
Lord.
But it's the crazy thing.
He's talking about it because he was watching it in the car before we got up
Yeah.
here. So, yeah.
So, because
So, Chris, if you're watching, you need to be on the show.
the fuck you, Chris. But look, it is so real because he was speaking about, just everyday, ordinary people
Right.
who have to be careful about what they say at the job or in grocery stores and I was like, yo, that is so true because I got this new position and I love the position. I love everything about it. But I know that if I come on here and I am RL from last year, I will be fired.
Oh my God. But let's bring our guests into this conversation. Like, what you do in life and where you going and, as an artist, how do you feel about that? Like, how do you feel like things that you have to keep to yourself or can't show because, people are looking at you?
I mean, like, I've always been like a person that really don't share a whole lot. And I mean, that's probably how I was taught ultimately. But so it kind of worked out. I kind of got the practice as I was growing up, and I just amplify it now. Because I mean, people look at everything, whether it's from your past, whether it's from present, even if it's something that they might have heard and don't even know who you are, don't even really want to know. They just want to know what's the tea, So I think just trying to censor everything for myself, like trying to even down to my life, how I move, things that I do, things that I say, because people are watching, even when you think they are not watching. And sometimes you do just necessarily have to walk on eggshells. Hate it, but it is what it is. As real as you want to be, sometimes you just can't be too real.
Ain't that the truth?
Yep.
Ain't that the truth?
There's a lot of different levels and variations of censorship.
It's awful though.
It is.
It's really
It is.
awful because
You got the church censorship.
I shouldn't have to feel like I can't be me. And this,
Exactly.
that was one of my.
And that's why a lot of people, not to cut you off, but that's why a lot of people say, if you don't like what I say on my social media, get off my page.
That's all you got to do.
Right.
If you don't like me or like what I say or anything, then just delete yourself, remove yourself, because I don't go around anybody. Obviously, you want to come around me,
Right.
So I'm going to probably say something, right?
Right.
And I tell people all the time, like, if you let me be me, things will be great. Let me be me, things will be great.
Watch what y'all say on the show. The kids are watching.
Like, fuck them kids.
But you know what? I think too, a lot of people are scared for other people to be themselves because they don't know how to be themselves.
Yeah.
Like, how
So
about that?
so it's like they admire you being yourself, but they also hate it because they can't necessarily either find themselves or be themselves.
Right.
Yeah. You know what? And that's what I'm gonna say. That's what I'm gonna say at work Wednesday when we have our meeting. I'm like, y'all bitches just hating on me.
Right,
Because
because
you
y'all
won't
can
be
be
yourself.
yourself.
Right.
And but you know what? I agree with that because I did mention to them, and I won't. Oh my God, fuck it, I'm gonna say it anyway.
Oh,
But
Lord.
I said, look, everything is scripted. It doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel genuine. Our interaction with people. I like to talk to people. I like to deal and work with people.
Right.
It doesn't matter who you are. I don't care if you're gay, you're an alien. We're all humans. I don't mind working with you and helping you out if you need help. But if you make me go by a script,
Right.
right, I can't help you the same way
Nope.
because the corporate script is it is what it is. Everything is okay. You do this, but at this point, you got to let them go, right? Whereas if I'm not going by the corporate script, I can actually help this person,
Right.
And even if this person ain't gonna stay with the company, I know I can get them to somewhere else that's better fit for them. But the corporate script, and I'm telling you, I'm so happy it didn't get to y'all yet, but it's coming.
Yep.
It's coming. It is awful, and I feel bad because I'm talking to people, and I hear what they're saying, but that's all I'm doing because I already know what I'm going to say because I have a script.
Right.
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 And like I said, it might get back, it might not. If it do, you ain't got to watch this.
But the crazy part is that corporate script changes and grows almost weekly, monthly because of all the new LGBTQ, who you identify, pronouns, all this kind of crazy stuff.
Don't even get me
It's
started.
crazy now. You got to be real respectful when you talk to certain people a certain way and not address this one and not address that one. It's almost too much. It's like a whole nother language you got to learn. This should be actually a subject in school right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Social development, something like that. I don't know.
I need to be a part of that community. I
right.
need a letter because being a heterosexual do not exist anymore.
You need your own letter.
I need my own letter.
Right.
Before they take them all.
Right.
You
Right.
know what I'm saying? I'll take R.
Just take off.
I'll
Just
take
say
R.
R, right.
Because at the end of the day, you can't put your reality on me,
Right.
right?
Right.
You can't.
Nope.
Like if I see a duck, I know it's a duck, right? I'm not going to have that duck tell me he's a dog,
Right.
but I get it.
He identifies as a Drake.
Is a who?
As a Drake, it's a different kind of duck.
Like
Swan.
so I get it, right?
Who let him in here?
I don't know. You can tell
Yeah, I'm a duck, but my pronoun is Drake.
he had a bunch of those MR Duck T-shirts and them little shoes, them rain boots.
Man.
My gosh. But that is so true. So at my workplace, I'm not gonna shout my workplace out. But anyway, at my
Yay.
Look.
at my workplace,
She just jumped on and said R for real man.
Real man. I love Pam.
I got a phone call saying that if someone come up to us and we have to identify them as a certain thing, and I asked the person, I said, well, if you look like a man, I'm going to identify you as a man.
Right.
If you look like a woman, I'm gonna identify you as a woman until you tell me different.
Until you tell me otherwise.
Yeah, we had a situation.
I'm not a mind reader.
Right. We had a situation where a guy came in and we asked him for his credentials, and he showed us his credentials, and it had a picture, and it was a female on the picture.
Wait a minute. He looked like
It was a
he looked like a man,
right.
but on his ID
It was a female.
it was a female.
Yeah. So, I had to go through the procedure of going through the hoops because I'm like, you don't look like this picture right here. So I got to go a little further. And the thing about it, what I liked about the person, they didn't take it personal.
Right.
They, they worked with us and they had no cause about it. But you have people that will come, that would deal with that situation different, and it's like, well, if you don't tell me, how would I know? Because if I come to you and, like you said, you look like a duck, I'm going to call you a duck, even though you want to be called a crocodile. I don't know. So my thing is, I guess I really don't even know what to say. Like, really, I don't.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Why?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because look, I just got on the airplane last month. All right. Guess what? I'm not sure what the procedures are there, or will they, divvy from it. But if you don't look like your ID, you ain't getting on that plane.
Right.
You ain't even getting past the TSA. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
But would there be, you know what? It's cool. We understand you're part of the community. Come on, we got another wave. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's not fair. And I think that's the problem that people have. It's like, everything, it should be fair for everybody across the board. Should nobody, oh, it's okay. We know you're supposed to look like your ID. Well, you know what?
But I think a lot of people, it's out of fear or because I don't know and I don't want to step on eggshells. I don't want to lose my job. Let me just kind of go ahead, just do you.
But that's what they
know
do,
what I mean?
though.
Because you don't know how to challenge it because it's. Am I in my realm to challenge it? You know what I mean? You second guess yourself a lot. You know
But
what I mean?
you know why? You also don't want to challenge it, right?
Right.
Because you don't know who haven't come out the closet,
Right.
right?
And you ain't if you're gonna get that smack.
Yeah.
So let me read something real quick from Butler 21. He said it's called socialism, and we live. I guess he was trying to say, and we live in our lives today, or something like that. But basically, he's saying it's called socialism, and that's real.
Right.
That's real.
So I want to loop Miss Amore back into the loop real fast. Can you do something a cappella or poetry wise? I'm putting you on the spot, aren't I?
All good. All good. It's all
Just
good.
give us a piece for all our fans out there. Everybody's listening, everybody's watching, and then do your thing.
All right. I've been feeling you for a while now. I'm feeling your style. Wanna get to know you more than just my friend. I hope you understand and you feel the same way too. I done seen you go through ups and go through downs. I've seen you grow from a boy to a man. And maybe all I wanna do is just prove to you that women, we ain't the same. Baby, let's vibe, let's ride, you and I, we can do it all night. Baby, let's vibe all night, let's vibe, rock into the morning light. And I ain't tryna play no games. Do you hear me, baby? Ooh, I just wanna vibe with you.
All right, I like that.
Oh my.
Yes,
goodness.
yes.
Yeah.
That's
So
Miss Amore.
Yes.
So RL got to come out. Girl, where have you been? I've been married about 14, 15 years. But if I'd have met you a year before her,
Y'all would be vibing.
I'd have had to lock you down. Girl, that voice there, you can sing me to
Appreciate
sleep.
you.
You can sing me to sleep.
Well, make sure you listen to my EP, which is available on all streaming platforms.
All right.
It's titled
Okay.
I Am Amore. And you can also find it on my IG as well. My IG is also I Am Amore.
Okay.
Anything Amore is me. So, yeah. Real name, birth name, stage name, all that good stuff.
So tell us what you got going on with projects or events you got going on.
So of course I have the mini documentary, of course,
Right.
which is also entitled Amore. Again, we'll be filming at Bethesda Film Festival as well as the Maryland International Festival, which is in Hagerstown. So those dates are from March 23rd to March 26th. Tickets are available. Link is also on my bio and my Instagram. And I also have the fashion show coming up May the 13th with Miss Savanya.
Fashion statement. for you
Yes,
guys.
I'm so
Yes, she be
honored
there
for
singing.
that.
Yes.
And I'm ready because I haven't performed this year yet because I am seriously working on my craft. So my first performance will be at the Fashion
All
Statement
right.
3.
I feel blessed
Yeah,
and honored.
absolutely. Me as well. It's always a pleasure. So I'm definitely like just excited. I'm super excited and super stoked just to be able to use my voice again and be able to just have fun with it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Are we going to be there May 13th?
You know, this is what I don't understand about you. Because I'm going to get into your stuff. I've been saying that you and this gentleman over here is going to be doing red carpet.
I knew. I ain't know what he was talking
We've been
about.
talking about this. I'm not understanding why you keep forgetting.
May 13th.
May 13th. Why? What's going on May 13th?
It's
I
that
don't know.
It's that new corporate, the new corporate RL. That's why.
That probably is.
Yeah.
If you don't put it on my calendar, then
Yeah.
Who gonna put it on your calendar?
you got to put it on my calendar.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I don't work for you. Can we get a hand clap?
Boom.
Awful. Awful. So May 13th, red carpet. You will be there. I'm going to be there just for you. I ain't going to be there for the red carpet.
Oh,
I'll be there for you because I want to hear you sing live. And Savvy always throw like the best events. You know.
thank you.
You do. Me and PRS1 always wind up
Yeah.
staring at a whole bunch of half-naked women. It's a good time. It's a good time. What's up, Mr. Elliott? Got Lamont Elliott checking us out. What's up, brother?
Right.
It's always a good time, though. It's always a good time.
And we got Pam on there talking about she had a new project for her, a line of lullabies just for the guys.
Oh,
That's what Pam said.
oh.
Girl, you can sing. I'm telling you. You can
Yeah.
go to sleep, girl. Beautiful voice.
Thank
Beautiful voice. So, do we have anything? Oh, I don't need to talk to you. We already talked about your project.
Lord.
PRS1. What you have coming up, baby?
Not much. I do my other podcast coming up pretty soon. I got a couple guests coming up. I'll put that on the social media. Other than that, I got Trini Spice FM, Soca Station, jamming all over the place. They listen to me in Belgium too.
They must be really
Yep.
bored in Belgium, bro.
But yeah, everybody's digging the soca vibe right now. I guess so it's going to be carnival all over America now because
Nice.
they just left Trinidad and they're going to be touring all over the states. So you got like the Labor Days coming up. You got Baltimore Carnival. You got all these carnivals coming up. It's getting all these festivals are getting crazy now.
I gotta ask you, because I know we got guests coming up in the future, near future, right? You know who I want on the show?
Raymond.
Yes, sir. We got to get Raymond and
So I just want to say real
and
quick.
his sister.
Yeah, I just want to say real quick. Raymond lost his dad about two or three months, about a month ago.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry to hear that.
his father was sick. The father passed away. Shout out to Raymond. And we send our condolences to you and your family.
Yeah, absolutely.
You were a great friend to us. You know what I mean? We enjoyed your show when you came down. And I got to tell everybody, Raymond Ramnarine is so down to earth.
Yeah.
You would never think. We were blown away when we saw these people came from all over, not even just Maryland. They came from New York and they were from Guyana and different places. There was an old lady grabbing onto Raymond.
Grabbing his
Man.
genitals.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
It was wow.
He didn't move though.
Nope.
He stayed right there and
Yep.
kept getting his.
But
Massage.
he's so versatile in terms of different,
Great
his
showmanship.
music. Yeah,
Great
great showmanship.
showmanship.
Yep, he rocked the show.
He did.
He was entertaining the whole time.
He was so cool. And the cool thing about it was he was so cool, even though they were backstage arguing over the payout.
Yep.
Look.
He's such a
we
gentleman.
we thought they were gonna get the shooting in the back. Me and G both was like, yeah, it's time for us to
Go.
leave.
Lord.
They start that New
Ray
York
was-
accent broke out. It's like, oh, they start speaking smack. Oh yeah, it's time to go. They
Yep.
about to shoot out here.
He came off the stage, gave me a sweaty hug, and rolled to the back. I was like, damn.
Good people, great showmanship. I mean, really like the dude. Really like the dude and his sister as well.
Right.
She still
Well, we
wanted
got
to.
him on the show. Yeah.
Nahalet Blackman.
Oh, that's the light, right?
What?
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
that's the light.
So,
We
I
got
ain't-
the light.
I ain't got nothing going on in my life. So that's about it. We want to thank the lovely
Amor.
Amor. I don't want to say it wrong because I need to stay on your good side. I want to thank you for coming on.
Thank you for
Yep.
having me.
Oh, awesome. You did good this time.
Who, me?
Yes. So wrapping it up, right? Because
Right.
we're not used to the lights. I'm looking at them like, okay, whatever. But appreciate everyone that tuned in again and been supporting us for 3-4 seasons, something like that.
Right.
Every other Monday. Check us out. And we're out. GVTV. Peace.